Every year, as October rolls around, a debate ignites within the Christian community. Should believers celebrate Halloween? For some, it is a harmless, fun, cultural event for kids. For others, it is a dangerous, high holy day for pagans and satanists. A celebration of darkness that Christians should avoid at all costs. The arguments on both sides are passionate, but what does the Bible actually say? Let's take a balanced and biased look at the key principles involved. The argument against celebrating Halloween is primarily rooted in its history and its associations. As we've discussed, the holiday has its origins in the pagan Celtic festival of Samhain, a night associated with spirits, the dead, and warding off evil. Christians who oppose Halloween argue that to participate in a holiday with such dark pagan roots is to open oneself up to spiritual darkness. They point to biblical commands like Ephesians 5:11, have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them, and the strict prohibitions against sorcery and divination. For them, dressing up as ghosts, witches, or devils, and surrounding oneself with imagery of death and fear, is a glorification of the very things that are opposed to God. On the other hand, the argument for Christians being free to participate in certain ways is based on the idea of Christian liberty and the relevance of the holiday as ancient roots. Proponents of this view argue that for 99% of people today, Halloween has absolutely no connection to pagan worship. It is a secular, commercialized, community event focused on costumes, candy, and fun for children. They point to the Apostle Paul's teachings in 1 Corinthians about eating food that had been sacrificed to idols. Paul's conclusion was that the idol was nothing, and the food was just food. The pagan meaning was irrelevant unless it caused a weaker brother to stumble. Applying this logic, a pumpkin is just a pumpkin, and a costume is just a costume. This side also argues that to completely withdraw from the holiday is to miss a huge opportunity for outreach. On what other night do all the children in your neighborhood come knocking on your door? Many churches host trunk or treat events as a safe, friendly alternative, using the opportunity to show love and hospitality to their community. They may also use symbols like the jack-o'-lantern to teach a Christian message. Ultimately, the Bible does not mention Halloween. It does not give a clear yes or no. Therefore, it falls into the category of a matter of conscience. The Bible is clear that we should avoid things that are explicitly sinful or that glorify evil. But for the cultural aspects, Paul's advice in Romans 14 is key. Each of them should be fully convinced in their own mind. The important thing is to examine your own motives and to act in a way that honors God and loves your neighbor.